Who is on my molecule? Our connection to our environment. Each one of us is unique and have characteristics that define who we are. This could include characteristics such as strong, adventurous, social, hardworking, patient, spiritual, intelligent, and a good friend. In addition, each person has a unique environment. A person's environment can include the people around them, the things they own, types of places they go, and it can even include an event or activity. Naturally, we have seen that by looking at a person's environment, it helps us to understand who that person is. For instance, when we see someone who has a lot of friends, we might believe they are a good friend. If we see someone at a party, we might think they are social. Or if a person goes to a good school like Harvard, we might identify them as intelligent. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone that has a lot of friends is a good friend, or that anyone who goes to a party is social, or that everyone at Harvard is intelligent, but they are indicators that we use to help us understand other people. The thing is, no one instance or one area of a person's environment can fully define that person, but by looking at multiple pieces of a person's environment, we can begin to better understand who they are. An example of this could be when we see a person go skydiving. We might instantly think that person is adventurous, but by looking at other pieces of their environment, we may get a better picture of who they really are. We may find that that person has one adventurous friend that wanted to go skydiving, and even though he doesn't like adventure, he agrees to go skydiving because he is a good friend. Or maybe we find out that all of that person's friends decided to go skydiving, and even though he dislikes adventure, he decides to go because he loves being social and involved with the group. What we have realized is that the person and their environment are related, meaning if we knew everything about the person, we would know everything about their environment. Or if we knew everything about that person's environment, we would know everything about that person. The person and their environment are 100% related. By knowing this connection between a person and their environment, it allows us to not only understand who others are, but shows us how we can understand who we are and how we can change ourselves. As a mental exercise, let's see how we can apply this as we examine two different people's bedrooms. By looking at this bedroom, what characteristics might it reflect about the individual? Well, messy and disorganized might be your first thoughts. As you look a little longer, you might notice the art on the wall and think creative. You might assume the person is stressed or busy, which is why they don't have time to clean their room. Or as the room seems dark with only one light, you might jump to the conclusion that the person is depressed. Now, take a look at this bedroom and what are your thoughts about the individual? You might quickly feel a drastic difference and quite the opposite impression from the last person. You might think this person is more peaceful or clear-minded. You might begin to visualize an organized and disciplined individual. Or maybe you might feel the person has too much time on their hands and is a neat freak. Now, as we discussed, with only one piece of a person's life, it is difficult to understand who they are. But by observing our own lives, something we have a lot of information about, we may be able to better understand who we are. We may begin to realize things that we like about ourselves, things we would like to change, and even things we never noticed before. Going back to our example, we might take some time to observe our room and notice we are a disorganized, messy, and chaotic person. Because of this, we may decide to change our room to match characteristics of a person that is clean, clear-minded, and disciplined. As we observe different areas of our environment, we can keep the parts we like and slowly begin to change pieces of our lives, such as our bedrooms, to align with the person we'd like to be. Now, as a personal activity, take a look at your own life, the entertainment you watch and listen to, the food you eat, or even the different types of friends you spend the most time with. Observe what that area of your life might tell about yourself, and if there's anything about it you'd like to change. Remember, each person is unique, and because of that requires a different type of environment. No one environment is the best for everyone. The key is to find out who you are and what type of environment is the best match for you.